my special friends. It's Thursday again already, and I should say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are and where you're joining us from. Well, as you know, every Thursday we run an Inspiring Thursday, Inspiring Thought Thursday for you and with you to inspire you, to share with you precious hints and tips on how you can get more visible, how you step out of that position of being an overlooked expert and you really become an outstanding thought leader. We'll talk about how you step up with your business, how you grow your business as a thought leader around your wisdom, your message, your talents. And so every Thursday we get here together. And the last couple of weeks, we have always spoken about one of these virtues, one of these things that make outstanding thought leaders, the outstanding thought leaders that they are. And when you're here with us, I see quite a few of you are here with us already. Just give us a like or give us a love or say in the comments, hey, I'm here, so that I know you're here and we can, you can exchange and you can ask your questions directly as well. So as I said, for quite a few weeks already, we've spoken about what makes a thought leader really outstanding. And we said outstanding thought leaders are courageous. And we took the word courageous and we broke the whole word into it letter by letter by letter. So we spoke about the C, we started to speak about clarity. How outstanding thought leaders are really clear about what is their message. You don't just want to say, I'm a leadership, I speak on leadership topics. Well, there is so many out there. You want to be clear on what is the one message that makes you stand out and makes you unique. And then also we spoke about how are you clear on what's your best audience, who are your best clients. We spoke about what is your best offer, so that you gain more clarity. And then when you are getting more visible and people pay more attention to what you have to say and who you are, because they see you more, they like you more, they trust you more, you need to be crystal clear what kind of message you want them to know and you want them to speak to others about. And, also you need to be very clear, what is the thing that you offer that makes you unique in your field, in your market, and, that you want people to know more about. So that was all about clarity. And then we jumped into the letter O, where we spoke about what makes you original, what makes you uniquely you, right? How can you stand out? How can you make sure you're not being copied? And then we spoke about how you become more unapologetically you, how you step up being more brave, more courageous as you're sharing your message, your wisdom, and also your opinions and your view and your perspectives of the world. And where do you gather that courage? And, why is it so important to be unapologetically you yourself, and how you really, filter out people that resonate with your message, with your perspective, and they connect with you at a deeper level, right? And it's great to have you here with us, Deva, Priya, and others. So just say hi as you're here with us, okay? And then also we spoke about, how do you stop just, being on a hop on, hop off kind of journey on showing up and sharing your wisdom with the world. We spoke about how can you become more regular and more consistent with your sharing. Because the more regular and consistent you share, the more people will start following you more regularly as well. They show up more regularly. They know when you're visible. They'll cheer you on. They will connect with you. And they will bring their friends. They'll tell others about it. So, again, that way, when you share more consistently, more regularly, you know the game, right? People follow you more. They tell others about you. Your loyal tribe of followers grows. And of course, you'll gain clients from it and other doors and opportunities open this way. And then we spoke about also how you're more authentic. How do you really be who you are? You represent your own style, your own message, your own way of being. And I know, Deva, you are here with us, right? You're the branding queen. And you know how important it is to really be authentically yourself. Because again, that will build your brand. That will make you you. And that is what connects people with you at a deeper level. So also, we spoke about how can you become more generous with your sharing. A lot of people I work with, they always ask, Monique, how do I make sure I'm not just giving everything away, in my speeches? And, again, don't even worry about it. Okay. What you want to keep in mind is you want to be generous. You want to share your values. And of course, there's concrete ways of how you're not giving everything away, but rather how you actually give great value. You change people's perspectives. You make them see that they can step up in a greater way. You share motivation. You show them how, what to do to get from where they are to where they want to be, but not necessarily how they do it in detail. So, and again, we spoke about that in much more detail. And you can always, by the way, all these recordings, all these Inspiring Thought Thursday recordings are available here in our HeartPowered Global Nation. So you can just go into the media section and just catch up, on whatever topic resonates with you, that you feel you missed being there with us on Thursday, but they're still there. You can still catch up with things. Okay. So when we spoke about, being more generous, we also spoke about how do you engage people more? Because a lot of people I work with, they come and say, Monique, I'm sharing pretty regularly, but still people don't like or comment on my post, or even when they comment on my post, how do you get them engaged into a conversation eventually so that we can talk about how we can create greater magic together? And potentially how I gain clients from that as well. And we had a whole session on that. And we also spoke about how do you become more organized as a thought leader in your business so that you know exactly when you want to share what and how and where and so on, right? So again, organization makes things so much lighter and easier for you. And also last time, we spent quite a bit of time on how do you really become unlimited? In the way that you never run out of material to share, to speak about, that you're unlimited also in, what you share and how you share things over time as you grow and evolve and as your business grows as well. So now, today, it's, I'm a little bit excited about this because it's the S, and the S in the word courageous we're going to speak about today is the last letter in our courageous formula. And, I know you probably say, oh, you're right, but there's more to come going forward. I tell you at the end of our session today, what we're going to do next. So don't worry, that's not the last Inspiring Thought Thursday. We're going to continue sharing suggestions with you every week going forward. But this is in the courageous word, the last letter, and it stands for S, and the S all stands for, well, what do you think? If you're an outstanding thought leader and you want to bring your business to a next level, what do you need to have in place to be able to really run things more smoothly, make things more solid, run your business, your thought leader business like a well-oiled machine, and also grow it further? Well, of course, you need to put in place systems. And that is what we talk about today, right? We talk about how outstanding thought leaders run their business like a well-oiled machine and how you can do it too, right? And again, the thing is, let me ask you right here, right now, okay? What about you? Do you feel like your business right now is running like a well-oiled machine? Okay? If you would ask yourself, okay, hand on heart, just be honest with yourself. If you would ask yourself on a scale of 1 to 5, is your business, your thought leader business, maybe you say, I'm a coach, or I'm a trainer, or I'm like, or I'm, an expert, or I'm whatever you are, right? Maybe you're a speaker, maybe you're a consultant, right? Is your business running like a well-oiled machine on a scale of 1 to 5? Where are you right now? And I'm also looking on my side, because on my side I also have another screen where I can see, and I invite you also really put your number where you are right now, okay? What is your number right now? Are you running your business? Is your business run like a well-oiled machine right now? And I'd really like to know. And hi, Deva Bria, great to have you, and Anna-Lena and everyone that's here with us, okay? So on a scale of 1 to 5, is your business running like a well-oiled machine? And what does that mean? You might wonder, you say, Monique, what do you actually even mean with that? It means that, you have systems in place that, that help you to attract clients again and again and again without you having to do all the effort and putting in all the time yourself. Okay, running your business like a well-oiled machine means that you're able to grow your business further without you having to do much more work. Okay, also it means that you have time to work on your business, to strategize in your business more, and you're not just working in your business all the time. Okay, and again, that's what it means to have a well-oiled machine. Also, it means that you could take some time out, and even when you're not there, your business will continue growing. Is that the case? Okay, is your business running like a well-oiled machine right now, or do you feel like, oh my God, there's always something I need to take care of in unexpected ways, right? So again, just ask yourself the question, and I'd like to know, on a scale of 1 to 5, how is your business running at the moment? And then, when you think about it, it's not only about where are you right now. The question also is, where do you want to be in a year from now? How do you want your business to run in a year from now? And maybe you're at a point where you say, oh my God, Monica, I'm still actually struggling to get more paid stage time opportunities or to get more clients on board so I can even pay my bills. Of course, you might not even think about how to run your business as a well-oiled machine. And still, there's a couple of things we'll talk about today that will even make it easier and faster for you to attract clients in an easier and faster way. And really to boost your income and boost your impact in a greater way. So even if you're still at a beginning phase, or if you're only saying, hey, I'm only making a few thousand a month, I'm not even thinking about growing my business massively, but no matter where you are, what we're talking about today is relevant to you. So again, I'd like to know, what is your number right now? And I see Christiana, for example, welcome. Your number is 3 right now, right? So, and where do you want to be in a year from now? Where do you want your business to be in a year from now? How much do you want to have it run like a well-oiled machine? Okay, because again, and I'd like to, just see, okay, Christiane is at 3 right now, and thank you for, sharing your insights. And even if you're watching this afterwards, and Christiane, I'm happy you can be on with us today live. Okay, so you can address any questions you might have right away as well. And, if you're at 3 right now, where do you want to be next? Where do you want to be in a year from now? Okay, so let's talk about, if you're not, if you're not having systems in place in your business, what does that mean? Often it means that, a lot of people that are doing everything themselves, especially maybe in the beginning phases of your business, you might feel overwhelmed sometimes. Yes, you sometimes feel overwhelmed. A lot of people feel stressed often. A lot of people feel like, oh my God, I have such a big to-do list and it's hard for me to even work that list off, right? Often as well, that when you don't have systems in place, every time a client wants to work with you, you kind of reinvent the wheel again. That requires a lot of effort on your side, right? Also, you might feel like, because there's no systems and process and team in place, you might be firefighting a lot. So things show up unexpectedly and it distracts you from really working on your business, working on your strategy and bringing everything to a different level, and you get sucked into your business again, right? I mean, also you're in the chat, right? And Christiana would like to go from 3 to 4, so that's great. So in the chat also tell me if some of the things that I say here resonate with you. Do you feel like that sometimes? Like, do you feel sometimes overwhelmed or or stressed, or there's always so much to do, or you're firefighting quite a bit, or you feel like you're always a little bit behind, like there's so much to do and it's really hard to work things off, and instead of doing things early in a bigger way, you work on your business strategically, you're being sucked into the day-to-day efforts again and again, right? So you're doing everything yourself. You're reaching out to clients, you're writing your posts, you're posting your posts, you're publishing things. You think about what else to do on the marketing side. You're in touch with people on LinkedIn. You're creating your products. You're working with your clients. You're doing your accounting and everything else. Is that you, right? Are you doing everything yourself in that way? And also, because of all of the things that always constantly need to be done, you might feel like you're not as consistently showing up. Hey, you know what? I just need to finish this course. I need to keep doing something else. So I don't have time to show up a lot. I don't have time to always post consistently and, you know, or create videos or inspire my audience or engage with people online. Okay. Again, you know, and that means that you're not as consistently showing up, which means that you don't get the following you want. Which also then means that you're not engaging people as much, meaning that you don't get the conversations you want to have with potential clients. And as a result, that means you're not actually attracting the clients you want to work with, and you're not making the money you want to make, right? Does all of that or some of that sound familiar? Just put into the chat which of these parts sound familiar. And even if you're watching this afterwards, you know the game. Afterwards, just put in, you know, dash or, you know, hashtag replay. And then you can still comment on some of the things that I'm asking here. So reflect and share with us where you are right now, okay? And then really also let's talk about how things could be different. How could things run when your business runs like a well-oiled machine? Because outstanding thought leaders are not doing all these things anymore themselves. They are actually working more on strategy. They are more, you know, working with higher end clients. They're only, you know, delivering things in a greater way, right? And step by step, they really bring their business to a different level. So, you know, if you do have systems in place, things run more smoothly, okay? Your to-do list is just much smaller. You know, one of my mentors kept always saying, it's easier to make $1 million, you know, a year than to make 100,000 a year. Why? Because you do less in your business yourself, and things are systematized. You know, you have solid processes in place, and things run, as we call it, like a well-oiled machine, right? So again, you have more time to work on your business instead of being stuck in your business all the time, right? Which gives you also time to grow your business because you have more time to think. You can more work on strategy instead of day-to-day tasks in your business. You also not only have more time to think, you also have more time to relax. You have more time for your hobbies, you have more time for your family, you have more time for your personal growth and personal development. And again, guess, from these times, new ideas come to grow your business or to show up in a greater way, right? Do you have this time? And then also, you know, the good news is when you have systems in place and solid process and a team, you know, again, you can work in what we call your zone of genius. Your zone of unique brilliance. So again, what is your zone of unique brilliance? Is when you do the things that give you energy, that you could do day in and day out, that you love doing most, because every time you do them, you feel energized and vibrant and joyful, and you could never stop doing them, right? So you know, again, when you are in your zone of brilliance, whatever you do gives you energy. You are really better than most other people when you do these things, okay? You know, the things that you do better than most people, then you're doing the things that you're uniquely brilliant in. And also it's the things you do them, and you do them, they have the greatest impact on your business. So again, you know, if you have the freedom to do more of what you love doing most, that you're really good at, that gives you energy and that really brings your business forward in the greatest way, wouldn't it be amazing if you'd only do things like this going forward? Okay. When you have a well-oiled machine, that is what you do. You work in your zone of brilliance mostly. And you only work on tasks and activities that make your heart sing, that you contribute greatly into your business, and that you're really good at. And, you know, when you are in that place, of course, things are more fun. They're easier, right? Also, you make money in a more automated way, right? And, you know, as I said, okay, it's easier to make a bigger amount of money than to make a smaller amount of money. And all of that comes when you start building systems in your business, okay? And systems doesn't necessarily only mean the technical tools. It also means that you have solid processes in place, you have your processes documented, you know exactly who does what, where, when, and how, okay? And not only you know that, it's every single one of your team members knows that too. And you have clearly defined responsibilities and clearly defined processes, so everyone knows at every point of time what and how they need to do things in your business, okay? Because that eventually will bring you to a place where you can be more the strategist, where you can be more the entrepreneur, where you can grow your business than run the daily nitty-gritty details. So now you might wonder, how do I get there? So let me map that out for you, okay? And and also, like Christiane is saying, I cannot plan and then I do as planned, okay? That's the challenge. We always plan it and we do something and then following through. That's the hard part. And guess what, Christiane, I celebrate you already, because at least you take the time to plan things out up front, right? And so how do you actually make sure that you have a plan and you continue following through with your plan? And most importantly, you're not just doing anything, but you're really doing the things that bring your business forward in the greatest way. So here is actually what I call the 5C approach. 5 C's that we want to walk through today, okay? So the first thing is, it all starts with, as you all know, it all starts with our mind, okay? Whatever is in our mind is how we do things out there. So, the question is, what would you say about yourself you are? Who are you? Are you a coach? Are you a speaker? Are you a consultant? Are you a trainer? Are you, what are you? Are you an expert, okay, in a certain field? Who are you? Why don't you put that into the comment section, okay? And share with us in the comments, who are you? What would you say who you are? And most people that I speak to that are, expert entrepreneurs, they say, I'm a coach or a life coach, or I'm a leadership consultant, or I'm a trainer, or I'm a consultant or something else, right? Okay, the thing is, I like you to expand even your view in the first place, expand your mindset, expand your view of who you are. Don't say I'm a coach, say I'm running a system-driven coaching business. Okay, if you are a coach, hear and resonate with how that shifts and how that makes you feel compared to say I'm a coach, or if you're saying I am running a systems-driven coaching business. Doesn't it sound much bigger? Doesn't it sound much more exciting? Right? So how would you change who you are and how you describe who you are in a bigger way? If you said before, like I'm a coach, or Christiane is saying I'm a trainer, consultant on business IT, well, why don't we turn it around and say you are actually the owner of a systems-driven consultancy business in the IT field. Of course, we need to fine-tune that further to make you stand out and make your title even more unique. But if you say it this way, doesn't that sound already more exciting and amazing? Because again, think about it. If you say I'm a consultant, what do you focus on? You focus on finding clients and consulting them one by one by one by one. That way you'll always sell your time, and you might be just happy with that, because if you have highly paid consulting clients, they might just give you a good good income to live a very good life, and that might be all you want. But if you want to become an outstanding thought leader, you want to build a growing business around that, you also need to start change how you see yourself in your market and in your field. Okay, so I'd like to know, Christiane, how does that sound to you if you say I am the owner of a systems-driven IT consulting business? Sounds much bigger, because then also you start asking different questions. You say, good, what systems do I need to put in place to grow what I do? And it's really change of mindset. And if you resonate with that, okay, and even, if you're here right now, share with us, does that resonate with you? And also, if you watch this afterwards, does that resonate with you? If you change how you describe who you are, does that make you see things in a different way? And does that resonate with you? Is there something you say, that is who I want to be from now on? Yes? And, then when you say, yes, that resonates with me, that is who I want to become, that's what I really want to say about myself. Then the second C is commit. So this is who I'm going to be from now on. I am a system, the owner of a systems-driven consulting business, or, whatever your business is about, right? Okay, so and then commit and say, this is who I'm going to become, and I'm going to focus on making that happen now. Because then you start asking bigger questions. And then also, so the third C stands for clarify, right? Whenever we want to go somewhere else and we want to expand our business and we want to become someone else in our market, in our field, we need to know where we are and where we want to be, and then how do we build a bridge to get there. So let's start with, with looking at where are you right now. So the third C stands for clarify your current status. Okay, ask yourself, where are you right now? So like, do you have, are you clear on, for example, just a very simple question a conversation I had with one of my clients yesterday, where he wants to bring his business to an entirely different level. And we started to look into what are all the things that need to be done in his business. So again, I'm asking you right now, what are all the things that need to be done more than once, let's say more than once a year in your business, that need to be done regularly? What are all the things that need to be done regularly? Do you have a map of those processes and projects you're working on, these tasks? Do you have them mapped out? And do you have a clear understanding of, good, what do you spend your time on, right? So start tracking what you spend your time on, and are you spending your time really on the tasks and the processes that when you bring them to a different level, your whole business will automatically reach the next level as well. So for example, a lot of people, spend a lot of time maybe following up one-on-one with individuals on LinkedIn, and there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, reaching out and following up with potential clients is absolutely crucial, especially when your focus is on making money right now. Okay. However, you can also start seeing, if you say, okay, good, I could also do other things like reaching out to influencers that share the voice and the message with us and for us. That could bring your whole approach to a different level, and eventually your business as well to a different level. But to get there, you need to get clear on what are the things that you are working right now on. And is what you're working on right now making the biggest impact in your business in the fastest way, right? So again, start with getting clear on, do you have clear processes in place? And even when you have a list of processes, are they documented? Do you know how things are done step by step, right? And don't worry if you say, oh my God, Monique, you're kind of overwhelming me right now. I'm not gonna ask you to put everything in place. I'm just giving you guiding questions so that you can look into where are you with your business right now and where do you want to be next. Okay, so again, from this session today, from our Inspiring Thought Thursday session today, just pick one or two things that you feel, oh my God, that is something I want to change going forward. And again, there might just only be the mindset shift that you're connecting with and that you're resonating with right now, okay, or the commitment to that. And then again, when you say, that is what I want to make happen, the next question is, as I said, clarify where you are. Do you have a list of processes in place? Do you have a list of tasks on processes in place? Are you clear on what do you spend most of your time on? If not, this might be your starting point right now. Create that list. Start getting clear on what you spend your time on. For example, there's a tool like Clockify, or there's other tools where you can actually track what do you spend your time on. Okay, and I invite you to do that for a couple of weeks and then really start seeing, oh my God, I spend so much time on that. That is something that can actually be done by someone else, right? And, again, clarify, what are the processes? What systems are you using? What are things where you or your team members, if you already have a team, spend a lot of time on that could be actually automated and done by a system, right? And also, are you still doing everything yourself? Is it time for you, and do you have the budget to hire like a virtual assistant or someone else, another team member that can start taking things off your shoulders so you free up time to work on bigger projects or to really work on the strategy for your business, so you work on your business more, right? And you know what? Here's always a very good test question. If you would take a sabbatical, right? Even if it's only a month, or maybe what if 3 months? What if you take 3 months out? Or what if you would take a whole year out? Maybe the whole year scares you right now. But if you would step out for a month or 3 months, would your business continue to run and grow? Okay? And if that's not the case, you definitely want to start working on what we're discussing today, right? And, again, once you know where you are, you say, no, I couldn't take even a week out without things that keep running. Say, okay, so what would need to happen for you to, put a team, put processes and systems in place to secure this continuity when you take some time off, okay? And then when you're clear on where you are, the next question is, okay, or the next C number 4 is challenge your status quo. So you know what your status quo is, challenge your status quo. Once you know what are the things that you and your team members are regularly working on, ask the 3 questions that already many years ago a friend of mine asked me, and that shifted a lot in my business and how I do things. And I grew my business, and I doubled the revenue of my business over quite a few years, year by year, because I kept asking these questions. And the questions are, what of the things that you do in your business can you eliminate? Because again, you're doing things that don't get you results. Stop doing them and rather focus on things and activities that do get you results. So which activities can you eliminate? And what you can't eliminate, what can you automate? Okay, like for example, posting on social media, there's a lot of tools that can help you do that, right? You could automate things like this, right? So again, looking at, okay, these are things we do on a regular basis. Which of that can be, if you cannot eliminate it, because it's really business critical and it helps us to grow, which of these things can you automate? And then start looking into the systems and say, is it in the finance side? Is there finance management systems? Is there monitoring systems? Is there data management systems? Is there marketing systems? Is there operational systems? Is there team performance management systems? And so on. There's all kinds of systems that can automate the things that you're doing day by day at the moment. Okay, and also think about it. Some of your team members might actually be doing things and you pay them a lot of money that actually a simple system could do. And you rather free up the time of your team members to do things that help you grow your business further, right? Okay, so again, if you cannot eliminate things or there's no systems to automate things, certain activities need to be done by humans. Okay, the third question you want to ask yourself is, what of these things can I delegate? Okay, which of these things can someone else do cheaper, faster, and better than I do it, so I free up my time for really the big things in my business? Okay, so keep asking these 3 questions. What can I eliminate? What can I automate? And what can I delegate? And only everything that doesn't fall in these 3 categories, you do yourself. And make sure that these things lay in your zone of genius and your zone of brilliance, right? Okay. And then last thing is when you change your mindset, you have a new description of who you want to be in your business. You are the owner of a systems-driven, consulting or coaching or speaking business, right? You commit to this is who you want to become. You have clarity where you are right now. You see a lot of gaps maybe right now, and don't feel bad about it. It's great because again, it gives you whatever you become aware of, you can start working on it step by step. Okay, and again, when you have the clarity, start challenging the status quo, ask these 3 guiding questions, and again, then you want to carry out the implementation. So you've understood where you are, you know where you want to go next. You know, okay, now I need to make a list of the processes, or I need to really map out the process on the task level, or I need to look into systems that can actually automate things on our side more, that free up more time for me and my team members. Okay, so when you've identified where you are and where you want to go, carry out the implementation. Just take one thing, one step, one insight, and start implementing it. Okay, so again, I think I gave you a lot of food for thought already today, right? So what I would suggest is I'm sure you took a lot of notes, right? And you might want to even watch this again to pick up some additional hints and tips. But, just pick one thing today and ask yourself, what is one thing that if I would eliminate it or automate it or delegate it, what is one thing, one task, one activity that's taking a lot of my time and someone else could easily do it, or I could eliminate it or automate it or delegate it? Okay, think about what is this one activity that you can take off your plate to free up more time. so that you can focus on more on showing up, being more visible, being the expert and the outstanding thought leader that you are. People start seeing you more, right? You attract more people, you build your tribe, people follow you more, you engage with them more actively, you build stronger connections. You have more time for that, right? Like I had a conversation just yesterday with one of my clients where he said, you know what, Monique, I'm so busy doing and learning all the time, and I need more time to really bring more clients on board. Good, make sure that you're not overwhelmed with all the other daily integrated things. Okay, make sure that you do what brings your business forward in the greatest way. And so from our conversation today, just pick up one hint and tip and just take action on that. Okay, and then in the comments, maybe right here, right now, right? And Christiana, it's great to have you. And you say interesting 3 questions, yes, of course, ask these questions. And then again, from all we've discussed today, Christiana, Alena, and everyone else, okay, so, and you say your business partner and you do many things right, but what I'm talking about is also useful for sales. Absolutely, right? And again, so I'd like to know right here, right now, from all of you that are on with us today, what is the one thing that you would like to take action on next? Where did you identify a gap, or where did you identify something, or take away a hint from our session today? And what is the one thing you're going to implement next? Okay, so yeah, and as you know, I'm all about not only inspiring you, I also like you to take concrete action, because only when you take action and you implement things, you will get the results you want, right? So let's move things forward together. I'd like to know what is the one thing you want to make happen next from our conversation today, okay? And then also, that we run our Thought Leader Circle. We've launched it. We had an amazing kickoff on Monday. As I already mentioned previously, we run a Thought Leader Circle where we help you to really boost your business, where we work with you on your business, every week, where you get amazing hints and tips and proven practices from me and my business on how do you actually attract more clients more easily, how do you get more visible, how do you bring your business to the next level. So we have a session, a business booster session every month where we really work on something together. And then also we have a speaking booster session every month where we look into what is your message, what's your best audience, what is your best next stage, how do you get booked on greater, more prestigious stages, how do you make money with your speaking. So we look at that once a month as well. And then a third session, that's actually our speaking booster sessions. And we have a third session every month, and that is our speech practice session. So if you always say, oh, I don't know what to say to introduce myself, or I'm not sure if my sales conversation is spot on because I'm not really closing so many deals, or you say, I'd really like to fine tune the language on my website, or whatever pitch, whatever speech you give, or you say, hey, I'm having an amazing upcoming speech, I'd like to practice the introduction or something. This is what we do in our monthly speech practice sessions. So there's actually 3 sessions we run with you every month, to boost your business, your client attraction power, to, your visibility, your speaking, and we work with you and practice with you, what you say and how you say things, so you convince people much faster and much faster and much easier. Okay, so if you want to know more about our Thought Leader Circle, okay, just share, in the comments, or share in the comments, let's have a chat, or I'm interested in the Thought Leader Circle, or you'd like to arrange a quick conversation with me or one of my team members to find out more about it. We are happy to give you all the information you need to wholeheartedly commit to bring your business to the next level with our help and inspiration and support. Okay, let me know if there's something that resonates with you. And also that, okay, as I said at the beginning of the session, by the way, also Christiana, you say, yeah, I asked you, what are the next steps? And you said, we need to document the IT part of our business. We work okay, but some things only my partner knows. Good, so you need to start documenting more so that you have the information actually available, right? That's also information management is so important. Great, okay, so as I said, don't just get inspired, start taking concrete action. And this pretty much, as I said at the beginning of our session today, this ends our courageous formula, thought leader mindset conversation. However, it's not the end of our Inspiring Thought Thursdays. It's only the beginning. So I'm going to keep you a little bit excited about next week's session. I'm not going to spoil the surprise. I'm not going to tell you what we're going to have on, but I can tell you it's definitely, again, a topic that will give you insights of what you can do to really get more visible, and really bring your business to the next level so that you boost your income and your impact and you touch more lives and you make more money going forward fast. Okay, so next week we're going to be back with another Inspiring Thought Thursday. And thank you, Annalena, for sharing also the email address, right? hello@heartpoweredbusiness.com. If you have any questions, you would like to have a chat, you want to know more about the Thought Leader Circle, just let us know. And Annalena and I and our whole team is actually here for you. Okay, great. So yes, the series continues. Of course, Christiane, we're not gonna stop here, right? I know you've been pretty much on all our sessions, or you did catch up on a lot of them as well. You say hooray, and we feel the same way. It's a hooray, and we can't wait to again continue to inspire you week by week by week. And it's just this one hint and tip that you pick up that can shift things to an entirely different level. For yourself personally, for your business, for your clients. Okay, so have a fabulous week, everyone. Let us know in the comments below what is one hint that you're picking up that you start implementing next week, and let us know how it's going. Let us know how the Thought Leader Circle is inspiring you. And again, next week Thursday I'm gonna be back. And by the way, also, if you have certain topics, you have certain challenges, you have certain questions you want answered, or you say, hey, you know what, here's something that Monique, I'd like you to actually weave that in. That's an important topic on how to, how to become an outstanding thought leader, how to bring my business to a next level. If you have any concrete questions you want us to answer in these sessions, please type them in these comments. These are your sessions. We are here to inspire you and to empower you to step up as the outstanding thought leader that you are and with your business. So everyone, have a fabulous week, and I look forward to seeing you again next week Thursday when we run another Inspiring Thought Thursday with you. Okay? Thank you for being on with us today, and everyone that's catching up afterwards. Great that you're following us. Just let us know what is valuable, what questions do you have, and how can we support you in an even greater way. And we look forward to seeing you next Thursday again. Have a fabulous time until then. Okay? All the best. Bye.